So we have the Divine Mother is here with the message. I shuffled a couple of times, but not much came out. So yeah, this is for like different ethnicities, different women. We got at the bottom of the deck Freya, the goddess of discernment. To discern, it's like the ability to understand what's true, what's false, what's good, what's evil. Discerning God's will from our will. So yeah, it says, I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. So Freya was a goddess of like nature, the cycles of life, beauty, war and battle. She was like a master of magic, a seer. It was said that she can see into the future and change people's fates. So this could be some women that like to read the future and change the fate of people, manipulate it in a way to confuse the people. So yeah, people could also do beauty magic out of envy, out of jealousy. We wouldn't call them a divine mother, but people can change their ways. We got Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. So she explored the human experience, love, desire. She was a inventor of romantic imagery. They was saying when I read about her that she loved women, created poetry about women. Um, she was a lesbian. So lesbians can be involved with this the goddess of discernment. It could be the people that try to change the fate. They could be lesbians. They could be attracted to women and don't know how to express this. So they act out of envy, jealousy, manipulation in a way. They could probably not have love and don't want other women to have love with a man. Maybe somebody have felt hurt by a man. So they hurt other women who have the potential to be a godly woman with a godly man. So yeah, she was a poetess for women. So somebody could be also speaking for women, telling people to use their discernment when it comes to other readers that try to confuse them on their path. We have Lala, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. So Lala, she focused on the direct experience of God. She had like patience and forbearance for the harsh treatment from her husband and his mother. Excuse me. So maybe women turn from men that abuse them to love women, or is looking like to hurt other women, but they really love them and can't express it. So it says, I am the author of my own story. So the things that they speak is really their story, but they want to project or push it onto another or create a narrative for others because they were hurt. So some women could have turned from men to love other women or hate other women because of the way they were treated. That's what it's giving me. We got Margaret Porte. Porte? I don't know how to pronounce it, but the mystic of divine love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. So I see Joan, and then I see Joan, and then Margaret. So I got a grandmother named Margaret, and my other grandmother is Joanne. So I just feel like they are a part of this reading. But yeah, Margaret was a mystic. Her teacher is God. Her teaching was that love was the essence of God, a union with God. She emphasizes the annihilated soul, which is not destruction, but it's like merging with a higher source, the higher power, our creator. And like being liberated from suffering by returning back to source. So this could be my passed over grandmothers with a message, letting them know or letting people know that they are being taught by God, sent by God to help. We got the Pope John, the pontiff of possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. So Pope Joan, she was a woman in power because like the inconsistencies of the church, she offered like different perspectives on gender, power, and the church itself. Like they wanted to exclude women from certain things. So she challenged the dominated male by becoming the Pope. This could be why, it's men with men in relationships. They feel like they don't need a woman. They can be, feeling like they are better than women. Or maybe they can do it better than the woman. I don't know. But I've been on like cheer teams and some men do things better than women. But it's all about balance. Like everyone has a masculine and a feminine. So yeah, she shows like everyone their power and being limitless. It's nothing that we can't do. Whether if you're a man or a female. So men can men can see this reading and take like feminine aspects of the reading. Just take whatever applies, leave the rest. I believe her name is Anaduna, the high priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. So it's like a high priestess. She has like spiritual insight, wisdom. This is like a feminine nature. She uses her intuition. She was a poet, a politician. She challenged societal norms. It's like she offered people insight about us humans and our creator. She could highlight like the importance of embracing one's voice, their spiritual path. She was like a spiritual leader who guides the community through religious rituals like cleansing self, cleansing your area, I don't know. Cleansing your era, the whole, I don't know. The people around you, meditating, fasting, and praying is like some religious rituals. It's beyond materialistic pursuits like exploring love, power, justice for all. The things that's really valuable to you. So you could be using your intuition, realizing how limitless you are. Doesn't matter if you're a woman, you still can do things that a man can do. Doesn't matter if you're a man, you still can do things a woman can do. Balance. So yeah, one with their soul, masculine and feminine, that's your legacy. To love both your light and your dark side. So we got Joan of Arc, the warrior of light. I have a still-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. So Joan is like, as you can see, a warrior. She is an example of how to trust God when all seems hopeless. She has unwavering faith, courage in the face of adversity, guidance. It's like all these women were dedicated to their purpose, their path, to God and their calling, whether they were a teacher, a guide, a warrior, a lover of all. And no discrimination. Yeah, without a doubt or resistance, they completed their mission. These are like legends telling their story. So her story was about following that inner knowing, to tune out of worldly things in order to hear and receive that counsel, that knowledge, that guidance. She still had courage despite facing betrayals, persecution, imprisonment. She remained steadfast in her faith in God's will. It's the key to her spiritual legacy. So we got the Divine Mother, Sarada. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. So she was a goddess of wisdom also. To some, she was more of a real mother than their own earthly mother. Seekers of the truth, she was like the final word. To the sinners, she was the last refuge, like shelter. People could have did evil things. They could have been a warrior. They could have been, on the opposite of their path. And they wanted to be sheltered from danger. So she empowers the universe. The perfect example of balance. Strength and humility. She balanced detachment and compassion, purity and practicality. So this is saying to me, she could be an angel of judgment. This reading is just like, so yeah, they embody wisdom, gifts from the divine to teach, to show, to protect, to create a whole new way of being, to show people that they are limitless, and to use their intuition and follow their instincts.